Okay, so today we're going to be showing you how to do the elephant toothpaste experiment. So the first part is what you need for this. So we're going to go over the materials. So you need to have a beaker with 30 milliliters of warm water, an Erlenmeyer flask, and a stirring rod, a graduated cylinder, 30% hydrogen peroxide, dry yeast, warm water, which is in here, dish soap, food coloring, and this tray so that you don't make a mess all over the table. Okay, so this experiment requires 2 solutions to be set up before you actually do the experiment. So the first solution is going to be a mixture of warm water and yeast. So in here I have 30 milliliters of warm water, and here I have 15 milliliters of dry yeast. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix them together and use the stirring rod to make the solution. And this should come out to the consistency of about like a little bit like thin pancake batter. The yeast should be completely mixed into the water, and it should come out to be just a solution. Okay, so for the second solution that you're going to need for this experiment, it is a solution of dish soap and 30% hydrogen peroxide. So you're going to use this graduated cylinder to measure out 20 milliliters of the hydrogen peroxide, and I've done that already. And then you're going to pour that into the Erlenmeyer flask. And then you're going to use the dish soap to measure out 10 milliliters of the soap and use the graduated cylinder for that as well. And then you're going to eventually pour that into the flask. As shown, and you're going to pour that in with the hydrogen peroxide. And then you're going to take a clean stirring rod, not the one that you used for the yeast, but a different one. And you are going to mix together the soap with the hydrogen peroxide, and then as you're doing that, you can also add in a couple drops of this food coloring. And the purpose of this is just to make the result blue, which the kids will hopefully enjoy a lot. Okay, so once you put it in about 3 or 4 drops of that, you want to mix it all together so that you have a pretty well mixed solution. Okay, so for the last part of the experiment is when the actual elephant toothpaste should emerge. So you're going to take your solution 1, which is the water and yeast, and your solution 2, which is the hydrogen peroxide and the dish soap and food coloring, and you're going to pour solution 1 into solution 2, and the elephant toothpaste should emerge as a result. And as you've noted, we have the tray under here so that the elephant toothpaste doesn't get everywhere once this experiment happens.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Okay, and so for cleanup, you're going to want to bring everything to the sink and rinse it out with water and soap and make sure that it is all cleaned and dry when you're finished.